Hey y'all, Dan with the Southern Paddler channel here, and I have a channel announcement. There's a change coming to this channel, and that is this, my PFD. I have decided that on all future trips, I will be wearing a PFD at all times. I've worn it in the past. I've always had one with me. Alabama state law and the other states that I paddle in have required that you at least have a PFD readily available in your craft with you, and one for each person if there's multiple people on your boat. And I've always adhered to that law, but the law doesn't require that you wear it. You know, when I started this channel, I didn't really think about influence or reach or having a lot of followers. I started this channel just because I enjoyed paddling and I wanted to record my trips and share them for people of like mind that wanted to see it. But as my channel has grown, my reach has grown, the influence has grown, and I've had some comments lately and seen some other posts that's really made me reconsider and decide that, you know, it would be a good example to set to always have it on for one reason. But really more importantly than that, it's to the benefit of my friends and family, and also to the benefit of the first responders should, heaven forbid, something happen and I have to be rescued. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency website states that there's a lot of drownings that they work where people did not have on their PFDs. In a lot of cases, it could have prevented it. And you know, and that made me think, you know, first responders are at risk every time that they answer a call on the water or wherever. And so one of the things I can do is by wearing a PFD and keeping myself safer, I can minimize their risk, maybe even prevent them having to come out at all. You know, we have first responders for a reason. We need them. They're always ready, and I'm thankful for that. But if we can do things to minimize their risk, to keep them from having to come out unnecessarily, then I want to do that. So I'm going to do that by start wearing my PFD at all times. But over the years, I've had the opportunity to paddle with some great paddlers, guys like Ken Whiting of Paddle TV, Chad Hoover of Kayak Bass Fishing, and of course Pete Beck from the River Kings. These guys are all safety conscious and they wear their PFDs. They require people to paddle with them to have them on. And of course for guys like Ken and Pete that do whitewater, they all have their helmet on when they're doing whitewater paddling. So, you know, just kind of taking my cue from these guys that have been around and been doing it a while and been doing it longer than me, I wanted to kind of follow suit. Which again, I had seen these other guys like Ken and Chad and Pete always wear it. I've had some comments on some of my recent videos, and you know, and just all of this, the timing of it, just I finally decided, hey, it's the thing I need to do to wear one, to always be safe, set a good example for others, and to minimize the risk of those who have to always be on call, ready to come to the rescue in case something bad happens. So I just want to thank those guys for setting a good example, and I want to thank even the people on my channel that commented in a non-confrontational way, because how you say things makes a big difference. But there were some who did, and one guy we actually exchanged a few messages kind of discussing it. So I appreciate those people bringing that to my attention. Appreciate Ken, Chad, Pete, and others always being safety conscious. And so I want to be part of that group now. I want to be one of those that always has their PFD on. And again, I will have it on whether the cameras are rolling or not. So I've been on several trips since deciding to wear my PFD, and I've had it on even though I'm not recording it. And just so you know, I don't record the majority of my trips. Generally that's just the Saturday or the bigger trips that I record, but I'll come out a lot of times, you know, on weekdays in the evenings, and this is one of them, and I'll go out for a paddle here on the refuge. And since deciding to do this, I have had my PFD on at all times, and I will do that in the future going forward, and I encourage you to do the same.